The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Kappa.
Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The Chargers at 7-1 now on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl front runners. They're playing with extreme confidence. And you need that in order to go all the way.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they could do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Off the play fake. Hooker. And that is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, we know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. They go play action here on 1st down. Out to his left. Finds his rookie tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, he's already shown on this opening drive that he will run the football. We know that about him, Charles, so maybe when he gets outside the pocket, the defense a little wary about the run, and he's able to convert the pass. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Off to the races. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strip like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
In motion left goes Green. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ray. Ready.
Now it's Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Herbert on 1st down now. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Herbert now. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give right side for Gibbs. And he'll work down inside the 45. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Another run for Gibbs here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Throwing to start the drive. Hooker. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And they'll try to run the option here. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Off play action. Hooker. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at on Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Garrett Williams. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Now Herbert following the turnover. Flushed out right. He's got it with the 15. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is a counter play, Eckler, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Home trips right.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Ray.
Herbert changing things up.
Let's go. Why did they hut?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake. Hooker. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
And that's all about recognition right there because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a first down throw, gone. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. On the move past the 40 and down to the 29-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On first down, Goff. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Brian Branch with it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 64-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in the game, it's already pretty well decided. Well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Here's Goff. Towards the end zone for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Play action. It's Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. On the return is Williams. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gibbs. He's got space past the 25. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Down the right sideline. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now it's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Herbert now. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Williams to return. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They'll roll him out right. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4.
Go, go.
Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jameson Williams, 33 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert finding Williams once more, complete. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football,
touchdown Chargers. Jalen Guyton, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Goff. That is caught. Kincaid with it. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw on 2nd down is Goff. It's complete to Williams. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Value 3.
Here's Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. 14 yards that time for number 14. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Goff throwing again. This is caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Herbert off of play action. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Home to strike.
Here's Herbert. Uncorks one for Davis. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Hey, Shell!
Now Goff. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to
stop, here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Champs, gotta go, we don't move it scary. Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less, flip that.